WeldingSwordingHammer.com and 405th.com. Tithika here once again, and I'm in Iraq, bored, so I'm going to start a project. And there's a guy in a forum, hopefully I'm not mispronouncing his name, but he goes by Commissar, and he's already started this project. It's the Fallout New Vegas. I call him the cover character. I'm trying to get better shots, but anyway, this is the character I'm going to attempt to do. Today I'm going to show you what I've done so far and the items that I've purchased to help me along this process. I do want to thank Commissar because he is going to send me his templates for the foam chest armor portions. I really appreciate that. Special one-time deal for one suit only, no remakes. So here we go. We're going to go into the standard pictures here. The mask. We're going to get to the mask a little bit. First of all, I want to go over the suit. A few things that I've checked into, and I do have pictures of them. I'm not going to do any weapons while I'm over here. I did order a Swedish helmet. It's better. It's World War II style. It's better than the American style. I'm using an M40 Embassy Protective Mask, military issue. We'll be using a standard cowboy style trench coat. EVA matte is what we're going to be using for the chest and for the gauntlets as well. I ordered leather straps for the chest, for the belt, and for the arm straps. I ordered military style silver buckles for here and for here. I ordered a bullet holder for down here, and I have a few other things en route, such as the different paints. I need sandpapers, Dremel tools, and all that good stuff that my wife is sending me. Alright, so now we're going to go into, let's see what we got over here. This is going to be it's a police style, it's black. It is the bullet holder, which is going to go on the right hip. Here we have, I ordered 4 of these. They'll need to be weathered up and all that good stuff, but these are for on the back of his jacket. You'll see he's got 4 pouches right here. Okay, so those are going to be those 4 pouches that I need for his back. Going back over to here again. Now, black leather gloves. Too simple. This is going to be the chest plate that I'm going to use to fasten all the chest armor to. Chicago screws for mounting purposes. This is the coat I actually ordered. When it does come in, the collar will pop up. I do think I'll have to cut these shoulders down a little bit. I think these shoulders hang down a little bit more than his actually do. And then I will probably drag it around the dirt, bury it in the mud, and cut some holes and stuff up in the left shoulder area, like it is on the game. This is the type of mat we're going to use, an EVA mat. There's a Swedish style World War II helmet. It's got less of a curve, less of a bevel in the front than the American style has. Leather strapping that I'm going to use. This is the L wire that I'm going to use for around the eyes, and I'll explain that in a minute. Rubber cement for fastening. These are the buckles that I'll be using. And we're back to there. Okay, so going back over to here, you see the damage it's done up here to the right, to the left shoulder, down here, a little bit on the right shoulder. It doesn't come down. I don't think it comes down as far as the actual jacket does. Stencils, I'll work on the stencils myself, things like that. All right, well, let's get into, I guess, the actual what I actually have done right now while waiting for the rest of this stuff to come in. The eyes, you can see how they're lit up right here. Okay, this is gonna be a simple fix. But let's get into the actual things that I'm utilizing. One is a sample of this matting. It's a rubber mat. It's a solid rubber, but it's rigid on one side. It's floor matting and flat on the other. I'm using this for my scratch building stuff that I'm doing, and I'm also using this glue. This is a premium tire glue. It's for my other hobby, which is RC cars, and you don't. It's a form of super glue, but it's made for rubber and foam. And this is what you're looking for. That right there. That's the ingredient in the glue which makes it as strong as it is. And it bonds within seconds. So you make sure you have things in place where you want them to be, and make sure you have gloves on because it will tear you up. Okay, this is what I have so far. It's the M40 protective mask. The filter that's on the side is a lot bigger and bulkier and sticks out a lot further. So what I had to do was actually take the filter out and cut everything off the filter except for the mounting bracket, which was about this big, but I had to cut it all down with a grinding tool because I don't have a Dremel over here yet. And then I had to grind down the excess thread because it stuck out too far and had to go in further. Then I just used the foam and whatnot, beat it up a little bit, which will stand out once I weather it and brush it and dry brush it and stuff like that. But that's the filter, and the filter is actually removable, just like the normal filter is. Screws on and off. It used to have on the bottom. It used to have the breathing port or the breathing tube, or correction, drinking tube, which I took out. This is the drinking tube reinstalled on the side. This hose will get replaced, but you get the general concept of how the hose, the smaller hose coming out right here, is going to run next to the bigger hose. Alright, when I get the helmet in, that's when I'll start working on a device on the side because it's actually attached to the helmet. This part here will look a lot better once it's painted up, but generally what I did is I built it up using the, I mean it's solid. It's a solid foam, not foam, but rubber, which was a pain in the ass to try to battle damage because it doesn't want to burn or doesn't want to melt. But I tried doing so up in here and adding a couple divots to it to make it look a little bit worn and hammered because this is fallout is after nuclear blast. So what I did is after I built this device here, I actually fastened it by cutting the rubber from the mask and seating it underneath and then running that glue all along that edge, which holds it now into place. It is now part of the mask. And you can see it is a fully wearable protective mask still. The L wire will go in here. There's a groove on the inside of here that fits perfect, and all the L wire will feed into these eyes and light these eyes up. So that's about all I have for updates right now, but specifically from soaringhammer.com, check me out, along with 405th.com. And once again, Commissar, thank you for working with me on this project, and your project is actually looking really good. And remember, if we can do it, so can you.